A rainy afternoon. The bus stop stood empty. A young girl sat in her wheelchair, head bowed low, a raincoat draped halfway across her trembling shoulders. People walked past, every single one, eyes forward, steps quick. Then one man stopped. He took off his own soaked jacket and gently placed it over her. "You waiting for someone?" She shook her head, tears pooling in her eyes. "They left me here. Said they'd come back." He sat down beside her, his voice soft but steady. "Then until they do, I'll wait with you." Those simple words, that one moment, it changed her life forever. Type hope. If you believe kindness can rewrite someone's whole story. Jack Rowan was 38 years old, a mechanic, a single dad, and a man who'd learned long ago that life doesn't wait for you to be ready. He wiped the grease from his hands as he locked up the shop. Another long day, another evening rush to pick up his daughter from school. Lila was 9, bright eyes, big heart, too big sometimes. She'd asked him just that morning, "Daddy, why do you always stop for strangers?" He'd smiled. "Because someone once stopped for me, sweetheart." Now, driving through the suburban streets, rain drumming against the windshield, Jack noticed something that made him slow down. A figure, small, alone, sitting at the bus stop. Most people would have kept driving. It was late. It was raining. Not their problem, but Jack wasn't most people. He pulled over, got out. Rain soaked through his shirt immediately. That's when he saw her clearly. A girl, maybe 17, sitting in a wheelchair, her raincoat only half on, like someone had left in a hurry. Her head was down, shoulders shaking. "Hey," he called gently. "You okay?" She looked up. Her eyes were red, exhausted, scared. "I'm fine," she whispered, but her voice cracked. Jack glanced around. No cars, no people, no one coming for her. "Where's your ride?" She hesitated, then so quietly he almost missed it. "They said they'd come back." Something in those words hit him hard, the way she said them, like she'd been repeating them to herself for hours, like she didn't believe them anymore. Jack pulled off his jacket. It was already soaked, but it was better than nothing. He draped it over her shoulders. "You waiting for someone?" he asked again, softer this time. She nodded, then shook her head, then started crying. "They left me here. My stepmom. She said I slow everyone down. She said she'd be back after her appointment, but..." Her voice broke. "It's been 4 hours." Jack felt something twist in his chest. Anger, sadness, and something else. Recognition. He knew what it felt like to be left behind. He sat down on the wet bench beside her. Didn't say anything for a moment, just sat there, waiting with her. Finally she spoke. "You don't have to stay." "I know," Jack said simply, "but until someone comes for you, I'm not leaving you here alone." She looked at him, really looked at him, like she was trying to figure out if he meant it. He did. 20 minutes passed, no one came. Jack made a decision. "What's your name?" "Emma." "Emma, I'm Jack, and I think we should get you somewhere warm. Maybe call someone. Make sure you're safe." She hesitated. Fear flickered across her face. "I'm not sending you back to anyone who left you in the rain," Jack added quickly. "I promise. But you can't stay here." Something in his voice must have convinced her. She nodded. Jack carefully helped her into his truck, folded the wheelchair, placed it gently in the back. As they drove toward the community hospital, Emma stared out the window, silent, but for the first time in hours, she wasn't alone. Jack pulled out his phone at a red light, texted his neighbor. "Can you grab Lila from school? Emergency. Explain later." He looked at Emma in the rearview mirror. She was clutching his jacket like a lifeline, and in that moment, Jack knew. This wasn't just a ride to the hospital. This was the beginning of something that would change both their lives. In the glove compartment, barely visible, was a faded yellow umbrella, a small symbol, a quiet promise. Hope Shelter. Where are you watching from? Subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. The hospital waiting room smelled like disinfectant and bad coffee. Jack sat beside Emma while a nurse checked her vitals, asked questions, took notes. "Any family we should call?" the nurse asked, looking at Jack. "I'm not—" Jack started, then stopped. Looked at Emma. Emma stared at her hands. Silent. Jack spoke carefully. "Is there anyone looking for her? Any missing person reports?" The nurse checked her computer. Frown. "No record, no calls, nothing." Emma's shoulders tensed. She knew what came next. They'd call social services, send her back to the people who left her in the rain. Jack saw the panic in her eyes. "Can I talk to her? Alone? Just for a minute?" The nurse hesitated, then nodded. "I'll be right outside." When they were alone, Emma finally spoke. Her voice was small, broken. "Please don't send me back. Please. They said I slow everyone down, that I'm too much work, that I should be grateful they kept me this long." Jack felt his jaw tighten. He'd seen this before, heard these words before, from someone he loved a long time ago. "Emma," he said quietly, "how long have they been saying that?" She looked up, tears streaming down her face. "Since the accident, 2 years ago."